Hello, everybody. It is Robin, and I am so excited to be back with you today. Now, listen, a lot has been going on. Whew, my goodness, I miss seeing y'all. I miss hugging y'all. I miss traveling. I miss all of that. But listen, while our situation has changed, my commitment to connecting with you and providing great content has not changed. As a matter of fact, I hope that you have been enjoying all the videos that I have been sharing with you over here on my YouTube channel. Today is going to be another great teaching. Today I'm going to teach you about live production secrets. You know, a lot of us have been going live probably now, 6 or 7 weeks. I know a lot of churches in particular were already live streaming, but for the most part, they were just plugging in an input to their Facebook page and going live. They really weren't treating Facebook like a live campus. And now, of course, they don't have any other choice but to treat it like a live campus. So you just jumped in there. Well, now, today I'm going to teach you 10 live production secrets that will cause your stream to wow. Okay? Are you ready? As soon as I come back from my intro, I am going to bring you the goods. All right? Let's get started. All right, thank you guys so much. I want to just ask you, of course, to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and you hit the bell for the alert so that you will be notified when I go live again. Thank you so much for hanging out with me over here on YouTube. You know, YouTube is my new go-to place. Well, not new so much. I've already hit my 1,000 subscribers and I'm almost at my 4,000 watch hours. So I thank you guys so much for hanging out with me over here on YouTube. Now, I want you to engage with me during this video. As a matter of fact, we can chat. Make sure you even leave a comment because I want your feedback. That helps me to understand what content that you like and what content that you would like to receive. So as I promised, this of course is another episode of Let's Talk Church. And I am so excited to share with you that I have a sponsor. Yes, my sponsor for this edition is Acre Optique. And Acre Optique, they provided me with these wonderful, beautiful eyeglass frames. Aren't they just gorgeous? I love it. I love it. I love it. So I thank them for being a sponsor of my show. And so you'll see me wearing different frames depending on what my outfit is. You know, I'm a girl that loves glam. And so just to think that I have different frames to go with my different outfits, I am just too excited. So these, of course, are from Acre Optique. You can go to their website. You can find them on Facebook. But make sure you go and support them and let them know that Robin Ware and the Ware Agency sent you over there. All right. So let's get started, of course, with our teaching on today. It is 10 live production secrets. I'm going to get my computer out here because I got my notes, and that's actually going to be one of the secrets. So get ready, you guys. All right. Let me make sure I haven't missed anything. Thank you guys so much. As I said, now I've given you a little bit of time to get something to take some notes with because these 10 tips are going to be a blessing. All right. So as I said, the reason why I put this video together, look, I have to get my wand out on this one. Now, we've been doing this live production thing, pastors and leaders, for weeks upon weeks upon weeks. Some of you well before the pandemic, but your production, it's time for it to rise up. All right. So I got my wand going. It is time for your production to rise up. You got to take it to another level. You know, we're tired of seeing that drabby background. We're tired of seeing you in dim lighting. Nope, we're going to change all of that on today. Again, for those of you that have never met me, I'm Robin Ware and I'm a church consultant. And so my heart and my passion speaks to pastors and ministries and to faith-based entrepreneurs. So everything I give you is going to inspire you, it's going to educate you, and it's going to help you, of course, illuminate what you do. And of course, for us, that is the gospel or the good news of Jesus Christ. So your production matters. That's right. We have the ultimate product that we represent. And we want to make sure that since we're created in his image, that whatever we produce looks like it was also created in his image. All right. Give me a 1 in the comment section if you are in agreement. As a matter of fact, I am watching you guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm even going to be following along with you in the comments. All right. So number 1, I know that you just had to jump in there and you had to start live producing. You didn't really get noticed. So you did what you could. You worked with what you had. But now that we got some time, you're comfortable going on camera, we're going to amp it up. We are going to take what you do to the next level. So number 1, I want to encourage you to do some research. There's more than Zoom. Everybody's using Zoom. You know, I know a lot of people may be just shooting straight to Facebook. A lot of you are using Zoom to go directly to your members. Some of you are using Zoom for YouTube because YouTube has rules that you cannot go live straight to YouTube until you have a certain amount of hours. And so you can, though, go around that with a third-party app like Zoom. But there are other great third-party apps. I've seen some of you all using them. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. StreamYard. StreamYard is a very user-friendly app. I actually had the opportunity to use it with the client recently. Found it very user-friendly. So that is definitely one that I would suggest you use, particularly if you're going to be interviewing someone. StreamYard. BeLive is another one. You all have heard me, of course, talk about Switcher Studio, which is what I use. And then Lightstream is another one that you can use. And there are others. A lot of them are app driven and some of them work off of your desktop. So, but check those out so that you're just not stuck on using Zoom. You know, Zoom doesn't allow you to incorporate lower thirds, and you have to share your screen. You got to go through all these rigmaroles so that you can even share your screen. And I'm going to show you how easy it is with at least Switcher Studio. You can actually have a video that I'll put right there so that you can watch my tips about using Switcher Studio so you can get comfortable with using an actual switcher system. All right. Number 2 is, of course, use a video switcher. That kind of led in, right? I led right in there from point number 1. But use a switcher, some sort of switcher. A switcher allows you to capture multiple camera angles for a more dynamic presentation. So, Pastor, we're not just looking at you. You're able to capture something else in the room. As a matter of fact, let me show you. There's another angle in my room. I have another camera set up, and so you're able to see another area that I can stream from here in my office or studio. And in fact, this switcher system that I use in Switcher Studio allows me to have up to 9, yes, 9 camera angles. And as a matter of fact, let me wow you with this. Just because I said the number 9, I am going to show you that I literally can type it and then put it right on the screen, right? So that you can see how easy this is. Now, I'm, of course, doing this by myself. So I would encourage you to have somebody with you. But look, it is that simple to add text on top of what you're talking about live. That's right. So having a switcher adds so much more to your presentation. You want it to be dynamic. You don't want people to say, oh my goodness, I don't want to watch because I'm just going to be watching a talking head. Nope. As a matter of fact, this system will also allow you to zoom in. So there you go. So you can see I'm closer. I brought you closer to my face, but then I'm going to take it back out so that There we go. So you can see more of my desk. There you go. I like it just a little bit. There it is. So you can see more of a wider angle. So just depending on if you're making a point or if you want to show something as an example in your office or, in your studio, living room, wherever you're streaming from, having a switcher will allow you to do that. All right. Let's jump on over to number 3. And I'm using the switcher system to allow me to put my points on as well. Now, these lower thirds, I actually typed those in before I went live, but you saw just a second ago how easy it is for me to actually add an additional point or lower third even while I am broadcasting live. So if you have somebody with you, they could be controlling. I'm doing everything from this iPad, you guys, but they could be controlling the iPad off camera so that you could just speak directly into the live camera shot. So number 3 is add lights and, of course, a microphone. I don't care how bright you think your room is. If you are using the lights, the lamps that are normally in your room and it looks bright enough to you, it's not. It is not. All right. So I want you to go out and buy additional cameras. Additional lights. All right. So that would have been a good time, right? To zoom in and tell you guys, you need more lights. All right. You need more lights. All right. So I'm just having fun with this so I can kind of teach you guys how easy it is to add effect and a little razzle dazzle to your presentation. So I know you're saying, well, Robin or, Elder Ware, if I'm preaching, I don't know, I want to zoom in and out. Sure you do. A lot of us preach and we use, illustrative sermons, right? So you want to add that so that people won't just be bored with your presentation. So lights are important. Having an additional external microphone is important. You can see, I told you guys that I'm controlling everything from my iPad. Here's my iRig and I've got my receiver. All of that is plugged into my iPad. So again, if I had somebody here with me, they would be controlling that. And then I've got my own mic pack on. I've got my mic up under my blouse so that you guys are getting a crisp quality audio feed and you're not having to go, what is she saying? What is she saying? Nope, you can hear me well. Now listen, go back and listen to your broadcast. See what the people are experiencing. Look, you can tell if you're too dark in the broadcast. You can tell if they really can't hear you well. I'm telling you, lights will make a world of difference. And let me just show you here. This is a photo. Again, I'm doing this right in my switcher. I've got a picture that I uploaded before I went live so that you could see my actual setup. I've got 2 lights that are at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. And in the middle there is my camera. I have, here's another photo that may be a little better for you to see because I've got the lights on. So there's the bright lights and then there's my iPad right there center in front of me so that people can see me properly. All right. So that was number 3. Here we go. Woo! Number 4. This one, I could just do a hallelujah dance because this is like, I should have made this number 1. This is like the number 1 thing you need to do. A lot of people are going live, not only for church services, but unfortunately during this season, during this pandemic, we have experienced a lot of death. And so people are doing memorials and they're doing video tributes and, but they're going live with them. And so there's buffering. Literally, sometimes we watch them and it can take 20 seconds for us to hear the audio of the person. To us, 20 seconds feels like 2 minutes. And it's long enough that people will log off, and you don't want that. Well, it's because your internet speed isn't fast enough. See, in our homes, they sell us on the download speed, the download rate. How many bits per second do we need to download a video or to play a game? Well, you also need to inquire about your upload stream. That's right, your upload speed, I should say. So, most of us, and here I'm going to, I'm very transparent. I did my own. I went to speedtest.net, and this is what it told me. Look at my download speed. It's over 100 bytes per 1,000 bits per second. But my upload is only 16,000 bits per second. That should be 25. If you want to avoid buffering, it needs to be at least 25. So listen, your girl's got to call her internet provider so that I can get that up. That's why if you're going to go live and you are going to invite someone in on your screen with you, ask them to check their upload speed. And if they do not have at least 25 bits, 1,000 bits per second, you need to ask them to increase it or to pre-record and submit a video that, if you're using a system like Switcher, you can just hit play and your audience will not even know that they are not live. But your audience will be so appreciative because your video feed did not buffer, it did not stop, or just freeze, which is the worst. All right. So number 4 was to go to speedtest.net so that you can check the speed of your upload. All right. Let me know if you guys are enjoying these points. Let me look on here and see what you guys are talking about. I see you on here. Good stuff. Oops, let me turn this down. Sorry about that, you guys. That's what happens when you are in here by yourself. Good, I see it. All right. I see my Chicago girl is on. I see Cedric's on. Hey, guys. Thank you so much. That's right. Good stuff. All right. So number 5, let's jump on it. And that is to please do a test before you go live. Too many times I watch live videos and you all are going, am I live? Can you hear me? Is anybody there? No. Practice. Do some tests so that you can get comfortable on how long it takes you to go live. Now, here's an easy way to test. Just set up a fake Facebook profile and go live to that profile. That way you can test and see how you come across when you came in on the stream. And if you look, if you were looking at the right camera, there's nothing worse, to see somebody going live and they're not looking at the camera because they're looking down at their phone trying to see if they can tell from their own device that they're live or not, right? So practice, practice, practice. Hey, TD, I see you there. I appreciate you being on with me. Good stuff. Daisy is on. She says, blessings upon blessings. Thank you so much. You are a blessing as well, Dr. Daisy. Glad to have you. So let's keep going, you guys. This is another key. Number 6, it's a secret that is going to make your stream wow, and that is to start your broadcast early. Excuse me. When you're going live for your Sunday service or your midweek Bible study, or for those of you that are broadcasting maybe through a webinar, start your webcast early. Literally, you can play a countdown video, a 2-minute countdown video. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you here in Switcher. They actually have this. Let me just type in, it says, yep, here's an actual, there you go. There's a slide that they give you that you can edit, and it says broadcast will begin shortly. And so you could put that up. Let me take that off because I don't want people to think that your girl's not live, right? I want you all. There you go. But you could put that up, a minute or 2 minutes before you go live. So it gives people time to join your broadcast. There's nothing, again, worse. I know you're like, Robin, you're such a drama queen, but I'm just telling you, I watch a lot of online content. And there's nothing worse than to get online at 11 a.m. and then to have you sitting there saying, well, we're going to wait for more people to join. No. Start 2 to 3 minutes, even 5 minutes early. Listen, here's a secret. You can download a countdown timer. Put that in your system, in your switcher, so that you can launch that at 5 minutes, 3 minutes, or 1 minute, however long you think you need, so that when you go live, so that at 11 a.m., yes, when you go live, when you come on camera, your people, your audience are already there for you. So for clarity, you would start that countdown video, say 5 minutes before. You would be live, of course, but you wouldn't be on screen. They would get to see the countdown video. Then, right on the hour when you're supposed to appear, boom, you appear and your audience is already there. All right? If you like that, let me know, let me know, let me know. All right, number 7 is add an intro and a graphic. I'm teaching you things that can make your broadcast wow. I'm telling you, it's time now to just start, going live and that's it. No, you should have an intro. You're doing a broadcast. You should have an intro. If we were in our sanctuaries, our intro would be the sermon prep song or whatever you do. Maybe it's a video, it's a sermon teaser, whatever it is you do. Do the same thing on this live. All right. So do an intro to introduce that you are about to present. So, of course, I always do a short verbal introduction, and then I play my actual intro video. I have 2 versions of it. I have a 30-second one and I have a 2-minute one. So you want to make sure that you've got one that's anywhere from 10 seconds to 30 seconds if it is introducing your message or when you're about to speak. Of course, if it's introducing your broadcast, then it can be a little bit longer. And then, of course, you want some sort of graphic. Now, when I say graphic, like here's an example of a graphic. This is a graphic that I created for my pastor, who's actually one of the clients that I work with. This is a watch live streaming graphic. Well, I would create a graphic that I would put up before or to introduce the topic that I'm about to present. All right, so just to give you an idea of having that intro and that graphic. All right, now the other thing is make it easy for people to be a blessing to you. Put your live streaming, your live giving links on the stream. Don't tell people to just look below the video or ask your scribes to type it in. Actually put it in the stream. Again, having a switcher system allows you to do that. So there's my Cash App, Robin M. Ware Speaks. This is blessing you. You can send me a Cash App to Robin M. Ware Speaks. All right. So doing your service, of course, you would be talking about, your tithes, your offerings, your hopefully things that you're doing to evangelize in the community during this season. All of the ways, all of the causes that you're giving is connected to. Of course, when you sow into me, you're helping me pay for all this equipment that I have in my studio so that I can bring you a quality presentation, and for my wand. That's right. I want a new wand. These wands are not cheap, right? So if you enjoy me and my wand, that's what your giving goes towards. It's not tax deductible. I'm not a 501c3, so I don't want to mislead you. Don't try to put my name on your taxes that I'm a charity. I am not. I am a for-profit business. I'm a coach helping be a blessing to you. So if you give, you're giving because you want to be a blessing to me and not because you also want to get a tax write-off. Full disclaimer. All right, so let's keep going. And then I love this. Of course, you guys know that I always, when I go live, I ask you to subscribe to my YouTube video. I want you to encourage people with a graphic of what you want them to do. You want to build your audience. That graphic is going to help you do that, all right? So I'll explain a little bit more even about why I have that specific graphic every single time. And then number 8 is don't fade to black. When your service is over, don't just say, okay, goodbye, and it goes away. No, make sure that you've got maybe, 3 to 5 minutes of B-roll that you can show that maybe has promos or it features other ways that your audience can connect and engage with you. As a matter of fact, when my videos go up on YouTube, it recommends what you should watch next. So if you're going live, when your broadcast ends, your media team could upload a video of what to watch next or what to do next. All right. So don't just fade to black. And then number 9 is use props, you guys. I cannot tell you how important it is to use props, particularly when you are streaming and your camera is not at your eye level height. So let me just show you. Let me take off this point. I'm going to show you. I'm going to go back to my other camera. If you can see on the top of that counter there, I have my actual box. That box is what I use so that people can see me when I am using Zoom or when I am going live from my computer. So I'm obviously going live from an external camera that is positioned away from me, all right? And so it is further back so you're able to see the full shot. But a lot of you all are going live and you've got your camera right here. And so this is what we see. And when you look at it like this, you're looking up my nose. And so you, in fact, become a nose caster. Let me type that in. I think that's kind of fun to tell you guys that I don't want you to become a nose caster. Nope. So again, if I had somebody here with me, they would do what I'm doing. They would type in nose caster so that you would understand. Yep, watch. This is going to be really fun. I think that, there you go. You do not want to be a nose caster. See how simple that was to add that little text like that? Simple, simple, simple. All right. So you don't want to be a nose caster. So I use that box. Again, I'll take you back over there. That box that's on top of that cabinet, I bring it over here on my desk. I put it right here and I put my computer on top of it. I guess I could do that for you so that you guys can see what your girl is talking about. So let me grab my mic pack and I will get the box. All right, so here's the box, and this is what I do. I put my computer on top of the box, and see now, I'll turn it so you can still see me. My camera is at eye level, all right? So it helps me so that people aren't looking up my nose, and I'm not a what, you guys? Nose caster. All right, so I want you to keep, even with this point, it is important that in using props, that they not only help you in broadcasting, but they also help you with your background, because your background matters. All right. So even, let me just move this. I want to suggest that you are aware of the placement of your camera. So as I said a minute ago, that my camera is actually about, I guess, 4 feet in front of me. I'm going to switch and show you guys. Let me turn this camera angle over here. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Hold on one second, you guys. I'm doing too much. All right. All right, so I'm actually holding the other camera. I took it off of the tripod. Let me see. It's acting a little funny. Let's see here. I wanted to show you guys. Oh well, it'll come back up. I had to turn it off because when I dropped it over there, I messed up the look, I messed up the camera. But watch, I'll just do it again. I've got my switcher app here on this phone. I tell it that it's a remote camera, and then I go back over here and I tell my switcher dashboard to pick up this camera, and it has done just that. And then watch. All right, so let me turn it so that you can see me. So now what I'll do is flip the camera. There it is. So you can see I'm here at my desk, and you can see the camera that is actually my main camera for this broadcast, and then that's the light above it. All right, you see the tripods and all that stuff, but this system allows you to easily flip your camera. So I flipped it back, and so now you guys are looking at me from this red camera, this red phone. I call them cameras, of course, because that's really what I use all these phones for. But you're looking at this angle, and then of course I can click it, and now you're looking at me straight on, and this one is not being used. But the key that I want you to remember is to position your camera far away enough from you so that your audience can have a nice shot, and they're not just looking right up on your face. As a rule of thumb, you guys, if you can reach the camera with your phone, you're probably too close. Yeah. If you can reach the camera with if you can reach the camera with your finger, you're probably too close. All right. So, because what you don't want to have happen, I'll go back to this one, is I'm extending this camera, this phone, out as long as my arm will go. But some of you, when you broadcast, it looks like the camera is right here. It's on top of you. So you don't get to see a really nice, good background. So I don't want you to do that. So start looking at what's behind you. Do you need to order a backdrop? What is it that will make your presentation so much better? All right. And then number 10 is add a call to action. Remember, I was kind of mentioning my subscribe and hit the bell for alerts. That's a call to action. That's what I use to tell people what I want them to do. I do it, of course, at the top of the broadcast, but you need to make sure that during your broadcast, you give people direction. You tell them what you want them to do. And that could be to subscribe to your email list. That could be to go to your website to get your sermon notes, whatever it is, but you want to give them some sort of direction. That's engagement. That continues the conversation well past your broadcast. All right. So I always, of course, like to ask you guys to connect with me online. And one of the ways that I do that is I ask you to text my last name, which is W-A-R-E. I'm going to type it in here for you to the number 22828. And then you just follow the prompts. All right. There you go. So my call to action when I end my videos is to ask you to join my email list, take advantage of my free offers, whatever it is that I have going on. You can text my last name, W-A-R-E, to the number 22828. Now, for some of you, what I have shared, you've enjoyed. And again, hopefully you choose to be a blessing to help me with my production costs. I can get new equipment. I can upgrade my computers, all of that stuff. That's where the Cash App monies will be going to. Oh, and let me say this, you guys. I did put out a video about the PPP loan. The PPP loan, Paycheck Protection Program, is the federal government issued monies to help small businesses like myself so that we can continue our payroll even though we aren't out working doing what we normally do. And you all know that I'm normally out speaking. And so that is a large part of my income. And so that has gone away because obviously people aren't doing live events. So because I have multiple income streams, I'm able to stay afloat. I've got some savings, all that stuff. But my mainstream has dwindled. And so I was able to get a PPP loan in less than 24 hours. That's right. Listen, let me just pull myself in here and tell you guys. Yep. In less than 24 hours, I got my PPP loan. And you can too. Yes. So make sure that you go and you watch that video. So I shared how I did that. There we go. I shared how I was able to do that on YouTube. So go watch the video for that. But if you want some help with your technology, I would love, love, love to connect and help you. All you have to do is go over to my website, which is thewearagency.com/consulting. Go to the website, thewearagency.com/consulting, and you'll see that I have a couple of offers there for you. Literally, you can subscribe and take advantage of my monthly consulting package. Now, because of the pandemic, I've been blessed to work with churches. I've been coaching and helping particularly smaller churches or churches that haven't been streaming or they're not comfortable with streaming, or they want to take their streaming to the next level. So wherever you fit in that, you are welcome to check out my packages. So go and see those offers there on thewearagency.com/consulting. So let me just see what you guys, if you got any questions or comments. Let me put my glasses on, of course, from Acre Optique. Again, thank you, Acre Optique, for my glasses. Hey, Sean James, glad to see you on. J.S. Hill says, I love that. Let me know what is going on. No, don't wait. Replay is a plus. That's good. Writing to inspire. Yes, because you're not a nosecaster. That's good stuff. Is there a charge to receive text from me? No, there's not a charge to receive text from me. All right, good stuff, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on today for Let's Talk Church. And again, let me know in the comments what topics you'd like me to cover. If you've got any questions, I would be happy to answer those, because the odds are if you have a question, someone else has the same question as well. Thank you guys so much. I am extremely blessed to get to connect with you. And again, make sure that we are connected through my email list. Text my last name, W-A-R-E, to the number 22828. So you'll receive notifications in your email of when I'm going live or what projects I'm working on, so that you do not miss a thing. All right? Thank you guys so much.